Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Eve Echoes. Today, my friends, we are going to take a look at the market and how to interact with it. Why is this? Because I've noticed a lot of people not knowing exactly what to do, and they just keep going to Jita when you just don't even need to go to Jita. Actually, you don't even need to go to any of the interstellar trading centers, or the trade hubs, so they're called. There's so many ways in which you can absolutely just sit in your station or wherever you want in space and just interact with the market. No Jita whatsoever. If you're one of the people that tend to go to Jita oftenly, then you'll find this tutorial to be very useful and probably will help you and save you like a lot of time just to go to Jita and just to get stuck on the gates. If people would actually follow this simple guide, Jita would be much clearer. But of course, a lot of people will just go to Jita and spam. Actually, there's a lot of bots there that just tend to spam with a real money trading and ISK sellers, and avoid that. You don't need that. You're pretty fine on doing market shenanigans just where you are. Before we go into our subject for today, please remember to like and subscribe if you like what we're doing here, and if you think that you might be able to help me support this channel and keep it alive, there's a link in the description. There's a YouTube channel membership. You can donate monthly a sum as small as $2. So thank you very much for that. Right, so let's get into what we can do regarding the market. It's pretty clear that if you can see right now, I'm somewhere in domain, which is Mmorpg. Okay, so how can I interact with the market in Jita while being in Mmorpg? There's plenty of ways to do that. I'm just going to show you a couple of tips and tricks, and then we can go even deeper if you want to. Just leave me some comments in the comment section and we can delve into some other ideas and some other ways to it's not actually you're not tricking the market system. This is actually in place. It was made by the developers to avoid Jita or other trading hub being spammed by people. So there's some features put in place for us players to benefit from them. So let's open market and we're just going to search for something pretty simple. Now, before we get into the actual item, there's a couple of buttons here that I'd like to show you. The first one will be the filter. So before you, I don't know, tend to go like, oh, I'm going to go to Jita because it's cheaper there. Not entirely true. Not everything cheap is in Jita. Sometimes Jita is a lot more expensive than other areas. So the filter, the market filter, basically allows you to sort, actually not to sort, to show only specific items from regional orders or regional cells. If you're interested in selling something and you notice that for example, the region where you're in, there's a high demand of a specific item, but there's little sell orders for it, then you can fill that gap and you can sell where need is required, where's the demand. And you can basically just select regional orders or regional cells if you want to check specific items inside the region that you are. If you check all items, then everything that you will be seeing will be availability from across New Eden, not just the region that you're currently sitting in. So as I mentioned, I'm currently sitting in domain, so if I select regional orders and I go to ships, you can see we got the frigate, and if I go to Condor, as you can see, there's one item in this station. It's the Condor, which is basically the one sold by default by the NPCs, and the quantity is like 999 million, and it's just 5,000 ISK. So everything that you want to see regional, you get to see regional. Switching to all items will allow you to see everything across all interstellar trade hubs everywhere, not just your region. So let's say we want to buy a weapon. I'm going to go to high slots and I'm going to go to missile launchers. I'm going to buy myself a Mark V small missile launcher. Now, for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to scroll down and look for somebody selling this in Jita. There it is. We've got Jita, 185 pieces, selling at around 20,000 ISK. I'm just going to buy one. Now, as soon as the purchase screen is opened, there's a couple of interesting areas that you can tap and you can interact with and basically avoid Jita altogether. So, the first one would be the quantity. It's sitting in the lower left corner of the purchase screen. Here you can basically select the entire stack or just one item. The second important area is the interstellar delivery, because I'm not in the Jita region, which is the region is called the Forge. I have the interstellar delivery options preset because I'm not there, but there are three options in total from which you can choose. You've got interstellar delivery, we've already talked about it, and what it does is it creates a delivery request for someone else to pick up and deliver this item or the package, because all packages will be by default 100 cubic meters. Creates a delivery order for someone to pick up and deliver the item to one of the nearest ITCs in your region, whichever you want to choose. You can actually choose to be delivered in some other region that you might go into, let's say 2 days from now, and when you go there you want your items to be there, because interstellar deliveries have a total timeout of actually a total completion time of 24 hours. So if you're the guy who is going to haul your stuff does not complete the delivery within 24 hours, then you will receive the collateral for the item or the items that you want to deliver. The second option is regional delivery. Now, interstellar delivery actually requires other players to interact. Regional delivery is an automated system. Regional delivery is NPC. Regional delivery is like teleporting the items from the Interstellar Trade Center to any system inside the same region, any system, any station inside any system inside the region containing the ITC. So for example, Jita is sitting in the Forge region, and if I want to pick regional delivery, I will be able to do exactly that. Let's go and click on it. Now, there's one more thing that we need to do. The destination. Enter the delivery address. You tap on that, and you will get a list of all the systems and stations inside the Forge region. So let's say for example that I want this to be delivered to, I don't know, one bug that I noticed, so please be aware of it. Whereas the search, we can actually, I know of a system in the Forge which is like 7 or 8 jumps away from Jita. If you're not sitting in the same region, the search is going to fail, which is a bug, and I reported it. Be sure to report it yourself. The more the merrier, because it's gonna get fixed. If you want to scroll, you have to scroll, unfortunately. I'm getting near my destination. I want something specifically somewhere. Okay, we're going to... There it is. It's called Ikami. We've already tried searching for it. Return no results. Unfortunately, due to the bug, I found my station. There it is. It's Peace and Order Unit Logistic Support in Ikami, Planet 8, Moon 12. So I'm going to pick this. Now, the original price for the item was around 20,000 ISK. With the original delivery, the NPC service providing the original delivery taxes you by the distance. So the further away the station or the system you want to the item to be delivered, the bigger the tax. But the tax is pretty flimsy. I mean, for a 20,000 ISK item, the delivery just for distance applied is around 40,000 ISK. So it's pretty okay. If you buy something big, just having it delivered for 40,000 ISK, that's a no-brainer. Okay, so let's test it out. We just used one, we just picked one as a quantity, we selected regional delivery, and we selected our system, and now we're just gonna hit purchase, and guess what? Purchase was successful. Items have been delivered to Ikami 8. Now, Ikami has no interstellar trade center. There's no RTC there whatsoever. There's just some stations you can sit in, and that's that. I've done exactly that. I've avoided Jita right now. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? Now, if I want to see my items, I just have to go into my personal assets. So once again, let me guide you through the steps. You click on your inventory, and this is the inventory of your current station where you're actually currently docked. If you want to switch to worldwide assets, like everything you own in the game, wherever that may be, you switch to personal assets, which is the lower left button. So tap on that, and then you'll see a list of all the personal assets and all the stations, wherever they may be. So there it is. We have the Ikami 8 Moon 12 Peace and Order Logistics Support. Okay, so I have my items in Ikami. How do I sell them in Jita without even getting into Jita? That's pretty simple. It's the reverse of what we've been doing so far. So we requested a regional delivery when we bought the item. Now we're just going to select this one, and we have the option of regional delivery. Regional delivery does exactly that. Spend the exact same amount, which is a cost over distance, to have the selected items delivered to Jita. How simple is that? Confirm. So what I've done is, this needs to be refreshed, by the way. Once you swap, you'll see that the item has been sent and is no longer here. If we go to Jita, there it is. I also took the liberty of having one additional item in Jita, just for research purposes. So right now we have 2 Mark 5 small missiles in Jita. For example, one I can just sell right away, and it's going to sell for something. This indication, by the way, when you're trying to sell something, the sales prediction: no suitable buyers in this region, the order will not be completed immediately, because there's no one buying at this price. You need to check out the price, you set the price exactly to fulfill some buy orders. So this is how you sell your stuff in Jita, and I can put my any price here, like I can put like 80,000 ISK, and I can just hit the sell button, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The item will be put up for sale in Jita without me even going into Jita. That's insane. Yes, there's features that have been put by the devs for us players to benefit and enjoy and avoid long trips, because as you know, space hauling is another job that some other players might want to engage in. So you just have to buy your stuff, set up orders, set up whatever you want, and let other players do the space trucking for you, or you can just opt in for NPCs delivering your crap all over the place if you want your stuff delivered within the same region. Now that we've learned how to buy from Jita and deliver it somewhere else instantly, and we've also learned how to send something to Jita without even the need of hauling it personally or requesting someone else's help, there's one thing that I do want to mention, is that once you have selected, let's get over back into the market, and we're gonna pick, come on, load up. Okay, so we're going into the missile launchers again, and we're gonna hit on the Mark 5 small missile launcher, and I'm going to go to Jita. Come on, somebody clean that order out. No, there it is. I'm going to click on this buy again. Now, the third option is pick up by yourself, and if you do that, the item will be bought from the market and delivered to the ITC in your cargo hold. Not cargo hold, what is it? In your hangar bay. Okay, so if I do that, we've already done this, and that was the idea of having another item inside Jita. Switching back to personal assets. So the other item I bought with pick up yourself. I did not select regional delivery. If I tap on it, I have no option of doing regional delivery again. So it's very important. If you have bought your stuff from the market with pick it up by yourself, you are unable to deliver it, to teleport it using NPC services anywhere at all. So you kind of opted it for pick it up yourself. You have to go there and pick it up yourself. The alternative is to request a delivery, and requesting a delivery will basically cost you some money. Of course, I can select an ITC closer to me and estimate the time 24 hours before the contract expires. Of course, holding distance 2 jumps from Jita to Alikara, and I can initiate the request. So as I mentioned, you're unable to basically select regional delivery again once you've selected pick it up by yourself. So it's very important. Please be aware of that and try to remember. If you want stuff delivered, you've got the requests delivered between ITCs. If you want stuff delivered within the same region instantly, you can select the request regional delivery, and if you want to go there and pick it up by yourself, you need to select pick up by yourself. That's some pretty standard basic rules on how to operate the market, and while giving some tips on how to avoid Jita altogether, or even not even Jita, any ITC whatsoever. If your home base is somewhere else and it's not in an ITC, your home base should never be inside an ITC. That's how you do it. That's how you operate. That's how you get stuff from the ITC to where you want them to be. Now, another interesting area with buttons here on the market is the nearby trading centers, which gives you an idea on how the ITCs are placed around your current location. So the nearest for me will be Kumela, then Amar, then Tashmorkon, then Kanto Prime, and so on. So I can, if I want to buy something, and I actually want to go to an ITC, I can very well pick the nearest ITC here, and I can just click on that and set the destination. Set the destination, and I'm ready to go. That's pretty simple. On my deliveries, you get to watch your deliveries that you've already made. You remember when you try to buy the item and you select interstellar delivery, that's somebody else picking up your order and is going to try to deliver it in 24 hours. And this is where you track it. If the stuff has expired, you get your collateral. So all in all, it's pretty fun to operate the market. You also have, if you want to sell or buy, you have my orders. That's the sell orders and the buy orders that you can place, or you have already placed on the market itself. And you also have a favorites. If you want something added to your favorite, for example, just tap on this button, added as favorite. Now I can see inside the favorites every time. Look, it's costing 1 ISK. That's another bug, by the way. If I want to follow some items in specific, I can just add them to my favorites, and it's like a quick list. I can go here and then just tap on the item and see prices for those items specifically, just so I don't have to scroll all the way through all the menu and navigate and get frustrated on God knows what, because it's pretty simple to use. There's nothing to be frustrated about, and there's nothing to get angry about. Everything is pretty optimized to help the game work excellent on a mobile phone. Of course, if you are bored of whatever item or menu you're in inside the market, you can just hit home and you're back right here where you started. I hope this lesson and guide was actually useful, and help you guys avoid Jita or any other interstellar trade center. Thank you guys for watching. A very big shout out to my channel supporters. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.